Hey, so a comment that I saw on Facebook really brought to my attention exactly what the opposition has been against Origin Foods. And it's okay. It's just that people really didn't seem to pay attention to what I said on the news. Here's a little flashback for you.
For about a decade, the old Garden Cove Natural Foods building on Meridian Street is set empty. Now a new business hoping to carry on the tradition of Adventist vegetarianism at the same location has sparked debate over who owns its legacy and what should come next.
Someone happened to see the flyer over the counter at the post office at Oakwood University, and immediately they called me wondering if we were planning to reopen our store.
Artist and Edna Sidney say they were never contacted about the Origin Foods projects, and now they worry former customers are being misled into thinking they are involved.
It just kind of concerned us that it was a fraud. People were going to send money to this person to reopen our business that we had closed.
But Charles Bryant says it's no fraud, and reopening Garden Cove was never the plan. He says Origin Foods is entirely new, centered on affordable heritage-based vegetarian meals inspired by his time working at Garden Cove in the past.
Our plan is to revive recipes that remind you of things your grandmother might have made. True, authentic vegetarian food that's not performative, but actually lands with everyone, meat eaters alike.
Bryant says the QR code on his flyer featured Garden Cove's building and images of the Sidneys to show respect, not imply affiliation. He acknowledges the flyer may have caused some confusion.
So maybe that was on us to not be so vague and to be a little bit more specific as to what we were bringing back.
Garden Cove is no longer here. It is retired, but the legacy.
And despite the tension, he says he still wants to honor the past. Bryant says he hopes to buy the old building, partner with local farms and schools, and bring dignity and affordability to healthy food.
You know, Garden Cove worked in 1985, but it wouldn't work in 2025. But Origin Foods will, and it'll carry that message forward.
So see, if you listen to that clip, it's clear that from the start I was never trying to steal Garden Cove Produce, or I was never trying to say that I was involved, or, other than I worked and shopped at Garden Cove and shopped there till the very last day, but I didn't claim to have ownership over the name. But here's the thing that doesn't make any sense. All the critics that have been saying this, they don't even pay attention to what was even stated on the news. But the question gets posed, what did they do to preserve the actual legacy of Garden Cove? Because I didn't even know about the GoFundMe, and I shopped there till the very end. If I had known about the GoFundMe, I would have told everyone I know. Why wasn't that made like a big news story? Why wasn't there more done? We spent $3 million opening Oakwood Farms. It would have cost less than $250,000 to save Garden Cove. So why was nothing done about that? And furthermore, why did no one step up and say, hey, let's preserve the art on the walls? Because I think a lot of people in Huntsville just saw art. They didn't really understand that art represented an actual place that actually stood for real health and nutrition, that was actually affordable and was here long before we ever had a Whole Foods or a Sprouts or a Trader Joe's or a Fresh Market. So it poses the question, where are our values? Is it in something that we did 30 years ago, like our kids playing with someone else's kids, or the church we went to, or the old friendships we used to have? What does that have to do with rising grocery costs, constant food safety recalls every time you turn around, and just a completely fragmented grocery landscape? What does it have to do with any of that? Because that's what this place represented and what these murals represented, the absolute antidote to that very problem. And that's what Origin Foods stands to bring back, and that's what I think is so frustrating. It's like you're dealing with people that are looking at a real business model and a real cultural revival. This is a big deal here. This is a movement. And it's being treated like a nostalgia page. And so, that's why when I'm doing my little flashbacks of this place, I want people to know, I'm not just trying to make this look pretty. I'm trying to remind everyone that this meant something, and now it's gone. And, just like these very images on this shirt, I emailed Johnny Moore, and I sent him a message saying, hey, what's up? This is Origin Foods. Can we work together with these, murals? Silence. So if anybody wants to know why I'm not putting this out there for other people to be wearing, that's why. It's not because of Origin Foods. It's not because someone didn't want to preserve the legacy. It's not because people didn't care about preserving Garden Cove Produce. It's not because people don't care about the rising food costs or the food recalls or any of that. It's because, let's keep it real, some people would rather gatekeep a legacy than keep it going. Some people would rather smash a window. Some people would rather erase paint on a wall, do nothing when the water machine stays broken at Oakwood Farms for years, and quietly sit by when Loma Linda reaches these absurd prices. And I show the Loma Linda cans again because that's where we are with everything now. It's not just Loma Linda. This is happening everywhere. And when you see these murals, if you stay to the end, I'm trying to show it to you like it's a forgotten dream sequence, because this is all that's left. What is left to steal? This is all that's left. Take it in.